It's so
interesting.
Much,
wow.
So many things that we stress on. Do safety
well,
tips.
That's interesting. That's for like the doms that take photos of themselves, right? And they have, like they're out in public per se, and that person who's stalking you could take that photo and put it into Google Images, right? And it'll give you a location of where they think that is. So then your stalker gets pertinent information and starts going to that area to try to hope to find you and potentially stalk you in person and potentially harm you, correct?
Yeah, very true. From the photos, I can tell what you drive, where you shop, where you go to the gym, what the parking lot looks at. You may not take a picture of your car, but you may take a picture of another car that's always around. People take pictures in front of their home, and they don't put their address, but if you look in the background, you see their neighbor's address, their car, their tag number.
Right, and then the crazy person finds ways to look up the stuff, and boom, they know where their stalkee lives, pretty much.
That's right.
Exactly.
They know everything about you. And they have to remember, some people sit at their computers all day long, and this is all they want to do to find you. So you have to be cautious. So we do that with tips in her show and, other topics that come on.
Right. Well, that's good. That's very good you guys do that, because, you could potentially save somebody's life like that.
Definitely.
By, not letting them put, like, not that they're purposely putting incriminating stuff, but they don't realize that what you have in the background could be for someone to identify your whereabouts.
Yes.
So
it's a lot.
That is, especially like in today's world, the fucking crazy world we live in, some submissives are absolutely nuts. They want a mistress so fucking bad or a master so bad, they will literally harm them or harm themselves to get what they want. It's terrible. It's absolutely, the world is fucking definitely changed. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it has. So we're trying to do what we can do, and if, we can save one person, it's worth it.
Absolutely, I agree with that. That's like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it was, Casey had said, she goes, I was so happy to meet you guys at Exotica, and likewise, of course, too. And now, do you, ASN, she was nominated for the Lifestyle Award, I think it was, right?
She got it for educator and writer.
Wow.
Writer like that. Oh yeah, nice, big accomplishment.
It is a big accomplishment for that.
Recognized like that, but she earned it, and people voted for it, so that was good. Yeah, now ASN has a large market.
Yeah, actually, before Cupcake and I did our own stuff, we were with ASN for 2 years.
Okay.
We actually used to be on their network, and then I think they kind of went to Lifestyle Culture Radio, I think, but I think now they're back to doing their own thing. I'm not 100% sure what they're up to, but Mike and Sherry are very good people. We like them a lot. They're awesome. Actually, they invited us to the Lifestyle Awards, but then it got canceled because of the pandemic or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was going to be something.
Yeah, that was in, I think, August or July or something we were going to go. And then Mike had email or text me and told me, it's canceled. And he's like, I'll be at Exotica. And then we went to Exotica, and he's like, I couldn't come to Exotica. So we hadn't seen him. But he was on a station with us before we went to his station. We were on another network with him and a bunch of other people, and Evan Stone was on the network with us too. And so, we've known them quite a while, and they're very nice people. They do a little different stuff than we do, but when you break it down, it's all basically kind of the same, because it's all different lifestyles, whether it's kink or swing lifestyle. It's definitely an alternative lifestyle, so in that nature.
Very good people, and next year definitely things will be coming together. We'll all be at some location together. Definitely.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, Mike and Sherry are nice people. They're really good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so you've met him, I'm assuming. You've met Mike in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went down there, and then we saw him. I think at an earlier. I think it was Miami Exotica.
Oh yeah. He said he was
together there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been down there, and definitely next year we're going to be doing some stuff.
Oh, that's
sure.
Good. That is good. So where now you're active in BDSM, right? Do you play at any play space or have any submissives or anybody like play partners besides Casey?
No, right now we're just developing, and I guess the world better look out for 2022. There's a lot that's going to be happening then.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, we travel, and can be anywhere at any time. It just depends on the setting.
Right.
But we definitely got some major plans.
Well, that's good. I'm like, that's good.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Like that.
She had asked me if we were going to go to DC, and I said, well, you know what, we'd like to, but honestly, I hate traveling in the winter time. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm like freeze to death as it is now. And, and I figure we'll probably wait until, like, this warmer weather, because I don't think Cupcake wants to travel wearing skimpy skirts in the winter time. So, like, although I think next Friday, Black Friday, we're going to Jersey to our friend's bar, where they have this thing every year. It's to feed the hungry people. It's a big charity. So we end up going, and our friend who's in a famous band actually does the sound there. And his old band, this band called Mara's Drug, is playing there with some other people. So we were invited to go meet them there again. It's actually, I'll tell you, it's Dingbats in New Jersey. It's in Clifton, New Jersey. And Steve Zing from the band Danzig is actually running this charity to feed hungry people in Jersey itself. So this is a home-based charity. And I think it's really good. It's $10 to go in, and you get to see all these different bands, including his old band, Mara's Drug, which hasn't been around in a long time, so they're kind of doing like a little like reunion, I guess, type thing. And there's some other bands there, but it's all good. It's all for charity and to help people. And then we get to see all these cool bands, and we get to see our friends that we haven't seen in a while. But what's even nice about it is it's right after Thanksgiving, so it's really, really cold. So I'm thinking of having to dress Cupcake in the most skimpiest outfit ever, and then she could put her fake fur coat on, and then she'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like,
have them bring a BMX bike also.
Oh, yeah, actually, it's funny. I actually had said to Cupcake that I wanted to get her some pink Vans, like BMX riding shoes, so she could ride her BMX bike without heels on. It'd be kind of interesting. And then maybe take some like footage of her, like, riding the vert ramp or something while she's cross-dressing. I think, I think that would be interesting. I think more cross-dressers would actually feel that they can be comfortable as themselves in their own skin as a cross-dresser, like doing what they love. Like getting the best of both worlds, doing two things that you like, cross-dressing and doing your, whatever you do for fun, right? Like that seems to be good, don't you think? And then having a strong dominance tell you what and what not to do in the interim,
Yeah, that would be a nice scene to see.
Right. Also, you've done a lot of sensory deprivation, correct?
Yes, my thing, sensory deprivation and extreme impact.
Oh, like corporal punishment impact, or more than that?
Yeah, more than that.
So
extreme.
You ever use one of those Jambok sticks?
No, I saw that. I was going to purchase one online that I saw, but no, I haven't used that.
Because let me tell you, one of my mistress friends has one. They call it elephant herder stick. That thing is fucking nasty.
Yeah, I saw that online. I'm going to get one of those, but believe it or not, I was issued a bag of things into law enforcement that surprisingly can do wonders.
What, like a baton and
Oh yeah, batons. I had slapjacks, blackjacks, the metal poles. It is so much stuff, all the way into the gases that we have, actual gas stuff.
Wow.
You're talking about breath play, you can do breath play and with gas. People are not using gas because they're not trained in it.
Right.
Yeah, but the things that I can do, you know. And there's another world out there too, you know, where people are doing things that really are not legal, even though nothing's legal. But this is
like beyond. Stuff. It's extreme.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got mutilation, breaking of bones and things that people have a fetish for.
Really, people have a fetish for breaking bones.
Yeah, there's fetishes that people like to have things amputated. There's a whole community of amputees that are into certain fetishes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I knew, about, eproctophilia, which is a fart fetish, agamatophilia, the doll fetish, dacrophilia, the crying fetish, but I had no idea there were people into getting things amputated.
Amputated, permanent disfigurement, certain types of markings.
Wow. Or, branding or, what's that, skin popping, or there's another one, a blood play. They do bloodletting with needles.
Yeah. Blood play. You have knife play with blood play. You have a lot of knife play, but you don't have a lot of blood play with knife play.
So what about this concoction? Edge play, blood play, and knife play.
Yeah.
You're like...
This is where you have to keep your circle very close.
Exactly, right, because that's some heavy-duty shit right there.
Yeah, there's things that you don't talk about, and it's only a few people, and things are going on now, but you really would not hear about it.
Right.
Yeah, if you hear about it, this is open too much.
Right. So basically, some of the stuff that some inner circles or do is still kind of underground, because if they feel that they come out above level, it can cause more harm than it really should.
Yeah, definitely. And you don't want to, and the way the new market is these days, everyone believes that they can do things and they're trained in things, and everyone wants to run their mouth. They want that 15 minutes of fame with this social media, and that's what you don't want.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want that. You don't want to be looking like a bully mob enforcer, right?
Yeah.
But yet you are trying to be dominant. I mean, I think true doms have real class. There's just something about us that, we have a class to ourselves, right? Then
it's not a play thing, We're not here to play games.
Right.
It's authentic, You don't have to brag about it. You don't have to talk about it. I mean, you know what you can do, what you have done. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Once you do that, you've subbed to that person already.
Exactly, and then you become the submissive. Exactly.
Yeah.
So right.
Justify this and that. I don't have to justify anything.
You're like, listen, if you don't like me, go fuck yourself.
And that's getting less and less. The generation is, fading away, and you're getting this new age, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But get a T-shirt and say I'm a play dom.
Right. Well, this is interesting. I've had this conversation with other doms in the past about old school, high protocol, old guard, right? Old guard, BDSM. And then you have the TNG, which is the next generation, which is figmented play doms, you're right, that are there for play purposes that really don't understand old guard or high protocol, even underground shit for that matter. They're living in the now of the next generation of BDSM, which quite honestly is terrible. It's very degrading.
It's bringing everything down, and it's going to get someone hurt, because a true sub who has made the decision that they want to devote their life, their mind, their body, and soul to someone is going to
get hurt
with someone that's not qualified.
Right.
And you can have mental damage. I mean, you could go to suicide.
Exactly.
With someone's like that, and you're not really serious. You're like that Dom for a day thing, and that's what's happening too much. And the subs, somebody's going to really get hurt like that.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. It's awful. And when you try to mentor a young dominant or a supposed young dom, you want to try to give them a little mentorship, and hopefully some of that stuff sinks into their heads. but they don't listen. They are like, they think because they're a dom, they know everything.